For this craft, you'll want to start out with 2 larger plastic bowls. These are from Dollar Tree. Just peel off the labels and then grab some E6000. So I did a combo of E6000 and hot glue. So I just did tiny little dabs along the ridge of one of the bowls, just at like varying intervals there. And then I went back and added just a little bit of hot glue for that instant hold, and then set that one bowl right on top of the other bowl, and then wipe your finger around the edge just to make sure there's no glue drips or anything. And that's the body of your jumbo bell. And then I just grabbed, it's like a salsa jar lid, but not like a wide lid. It was for like a more narrow, like salsa verde or something. Anyway, just anything like a small cup or lid or whatever, glue that in place. And then I also grabbed a wood ring and cut it in half with my miter shears and glued that right to the top as well. Just a little dab of E6000 on each end of that wood ring, set it in place. And here is the body of your jingle bell. Then I took everything outside and gave it a quick coat of black spray primer. Let that dry, and then came back in and added antique gold rub and buff. So I just put a little bit of the rub and buff on a little piece of a clean dish sponge that you can then just throw away after, so cleanup is easy. And start with less and then layer in more, because you can always add more, but you can't take away. And so I just kept adding the gold rub and buff until I was happy with the finish there, and I left a fair amount of that black poking through. Then I also did the same thing to the top of the bell there, and as well as to the little salsa jar lid piece and the little wood circle hanger thing. So from here, you could give this a quick coat of clear like spray sealer, or you could just leave it as is. It's up to you. And then I just embellished the top of the ornament with some faux pine greenery. I kind of played around with this a little bit in the arrangement of it, but just hot glue stuff in place until you're happy. I also layered in a little bit of these little faux mini pine cones, which I thought were really cute. I just kind of tucked those in behind the pine sprigs just so they were kind of poking out at different angles. And then I finished off with a fun little bow. So I have this gorgeous satin ribbon. I'm loving this like goldish brown color that's really trendy right now. So you make a figure 8, right? And you hot glue the layers together so you have a figure 8 that's your bow. And then cut a small piece of a thinner ribbon. So this is a velvet ribbon in a similar color. And hot glue one end on the back, and then loop it around and hot glue the other end on the back as well. And that kind of, you like pinch the center together and wrap that ribbon around it, and that forms your bow shape. Then just hot glue it in place and then trim the tail ends with a kite cut. So you just fold it in half, cut at a 45-degree angle. And I cut these tail ends a little bit longer just for a more dramatic effect, but that's it.